You've got me saying words in my head, filling my mind with these images. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. You've got me saying words in my head, filling my mind with these images. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right.
Hello everyone, I hope you are having a beautiful weekend so far, and what better to make a great weekend into an even greater weekend with some good old-fashioned League of Legends, hosted by me today only. I can read it down here. I'm Alistair. Of course, I'm here to bring you the action of the Foxnyr versus Artemis matchup today. It is going to be a best of two, which means for those of you who don't know it yet and aren't seasoned veterans in Prime League scene, we are in Prime League Division 4.9, and in those divisions you have a best of two, which means you play two games either way. Now, in most esports events, you usually play best of one, best of three, best of five. It's like a number where you can go like 2-1, because you might think to yourself, yeah, but makes no sense. In a best of two, you can just go one win, one lose, and then it's even. Why not best of three? Well, because in the end, it's all about the performance over the split. And looking at the performance over the split is still pretty young, so to speak. So far, we played against one team, went to 0, and against SK Avarosa, last time we went for an even 1-1 scoreline. So who knows? Of course, with a 3-1 scoreline, it's looking pretty good. You know, you cannot complain. The first 2-0 was against V9 Academy, by the way, I remember now. But yeah, today, of course, we would like to get this result to a 5-1. Now imagine, that would be pretty good. Our opponent today is Artemis. I'm checking real quick, by the way, both teams, both lineups are locked in. So that means no default wins today, unlike with, you know, Fenrir or some other teams. We know how it is sometimes. But yeah, that is the matchup today. The lobby should have been opened already. I hope I will get an invite soon. And of course, hello to every single one of you in the chat. I'm so glad that you're here. So hi Crypts, hi Ole was talking. Ole was taken. Was talking. Japanese. I'm too hard in this bubble, I see, and I don't even watch that much like anime and stuff like that. But I'm just reading it. Was talking. It's like, lol. Well, guys. But yeah, I hope I get my invite soon. But until then, might as well have a look at Artemis run so far. So in fact, both teams are like mostly German speaking. And Artemis Esports, I know them from the Solaris and Artemis Cup, in the Invitational. Means I have seen them play already, if it is the same lineup. So far... Wait a second. They are only 2-0 right now, because one play day was skipped. I see. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird group. Should I show that real quick? Come on. I mean, we are waiting anyways for the entire thing to start, so might as well have a quick look at it. Means I have to prep this for a second, but you know, again, we are busy waiting anyways. I mean, I hope to set up stuff so I finally get the invite and we can start the game and we can get in the hype, but until then we are mostly chilling and waiting a little bit. You know how it is in Prime League. I think you have 15 minutes until there is like default wins. But again, every player hit ready a few minutes ago, so they should be ready in theory. Who knows? Probably still meditating or some stuff. Can I ask you quick? No lobby, no nothing, or what's happening? But I'm pretty sure we will get there soon. Now. Again, I am also working on this thing real quick. So take like one more second, and I have to get it pixel perfect. Wait, I mean I can already make it like this, but I'm slowly updating. Guys. I have to take it to the middle, make it look good. Get the pixel measurements right. Almost there. Now it's perfectly in the middle. So yeah, let's talk about it for... I'm getting the invite, of course. Just be annoying and you shall receive, as they all say. And... okay. Yeah, okay, I see the teams are almost ready, basically. Da-da-da. Almost ready. Yeah, you can just see the groups right now, and of course it's a bit weird. Because, yeah, some teams are missing one game, you know, because one team is missing. It should be 8 teams, it's only 7 teams, so everything is a bit weird. And now we can of course get rid of that again, so you can see the beautiful socials again down there. And we will start any second, I think. Pretty sure we're almost there. Any second now, guys. It can only be ours. Gotta spend the time a little bit. Like, the players seem to be ready. Wait, who is not ready? Who can we blame? We have to blame someone, right? Who can we blame? Yeah. Ready. I think we are not ready yet. Oh no. I mean, the cast is ready, but maybe we gotta get the last few questions in, talking about the final draft, the final game plan. Well, we will see, of course. Any second now. There we go. There we go now. Guys, it is time to talk about drafting, the beauty in the League of Legends. And it is a cinched ban. Interesting. So again, you can see Artemis is on the blue side, and Foxnyr is on red side. I have to ask one quick thing. Real quick. Again, setting something up. Technical sides, but it's only banning, right? It's only banning. Okay. So, we will not be seeing Smolder today. I mean, you have different game plans for both sides, right? So let's talk about it a little bit. In blue side, you are always about that first pick. You can secure one first champion for your team. You can swap it around, you can have some fun. Either way, it's very ranged pressure support heavy bans so far from both teams. And then there's the Cinch, then there's Smolder. just like special stuff you do not really want to play against, you know. So first pick Maokai. I'm a bit disappointed. I thought we will see something more special, something more cooking. Yeah, I mean, you can't really go wrong with the Maokai pick. And spam this card to support art. Hi Glentex. You have been watching the last stream, haven't you? If I remember correctly. You were spying with your little eye, maybe hoping to get an interview to get all these threats. But now, of course, good luck, have fun to both teams in this matchup today. Interesting. You counter the tree with the queen of plants. Of course, of course. Now, Zyra is a pick we haven't seen in a while. It has been a niche pick sometimes on the support role versus... I mean, what niche? No, it was like mainstream, but it became very niche on the bot lane. But the question is, are you ready for this? I feel like with the new AP item, Zyra, for sure, she has a lot of options. And if you just want to poke like a madman, Zyra is really good. But then also, Zyra, I mean, I was joking a little bit about the interaction there, right? But actually, if we think about it, Zyra has a great disengage in that regard. Let me explain. If you're not too familiar with Zyra, with her Stranglethorns, she summons this big circle, right? And if you want to engage, which clearly, if you pick Maokai first, you are already kind of stating, hey, we want to engage. I mean, you can pick Maokai into kind of everything, but if you're not engaging with his ult, what are you really doing, right? And now, picking Zyra, if there is any more dive, and you can just ult, it nullifies so much from the enemy engage. Now, pairing this with the Varus and his Chain of Corruption, a lot of CC and also a really good bot lane combo, but I wanted to talk about that as well, but the draft is going too quickly. Varus Zyra is a decent bot lane. I'm not too sure if it is good against Jinx Milio, and we see beautiful flexing here from both teams, because believe me or not, with Brand jungle, also like Zyra jungle came back a little bit. I don't really think or suggest you should try that at home, but it is a thing, right? It's not like, it's not Yumi jungle or something that is obviously not working. So Zyra jungle can work. And of course I wanted to say, hey, it should be Varus Zyra against the Maokai plus ADC bot lane combo. Now, Artemis, they picked Milio, so obviously revealing, hey, Maokai will not be coming bot lane. I mean, unless you play Milio top lane, but let's ignore this absolute niche of a niche situation. So it's like this flexing warfare so far. It's really interesting. Maokai, first pick, usually he's played as support right now, but he is viable top lane. He is viable in the jungle. He can be viable in mid lane, honestly, depending on the matchup. I mean, look at Duinby back in Worlds, where he just played Nautilus mid. That was some really weird stuff happening, but it happened, and it worked. I mean, he's a world champion, right? So, I'm still not 100% sure where everybody's going. Of course, I would think Zyra mid lane, I would think Nautilus support, I would think Varus ADC, but we have seen Varus mid lane from our Foxnyr guys. We have seen Maokai played in all roles. And again, honestly, I call me crazy, but if Milio is top lane on a solo lane, again, that's like a 1 in 1,000 situation, but hey, we have two great teams here. And with two great teams come two great drafts with maybe some crazy strats. So with this flexibility, I mean, it's literally called flex pick because you keep yourself flexible. I think that is going to be the top lane pick though. Yeah. Udyr, you know, back in my day, Udyr was a jungler. You picked him in the jungle. I mean, back then his ult was also called Phoenix and not like Cryo Phoenix or something. And oh wow, the boys are cooking. But I mean, both teams are cooking, don't get me wrong. But what is even happening there? I shouldn't even react to the stuff they are hovering, because no way are they picking anything of all those options. Yeah, okay. So guys, we have 4 minutes to talk about this entire thing. And what do we want to talk about first? It is a crazy draft. And even now, there are still some possible flex options. Like again, I have to say I'm a little bit proud because I have not seen Zyra Jungle in a while, but when Brand Jungle became meta, I was thinking to myself, wait a second, Zyra Jungle was meta for the same reasons that the Brand Jungle is meta for. And there he is. The pick, I mean, the Zyra Jungle pick. The picks should be locked in now. And also flexing Varus and Yasuo. Honestly, I feel like they could also just in-game rotate from mid to bot lane. I mean, like just sending Nautilus into mid and then having him stick there a little bit. You know, basically Varus, Yasuo, and Nautilus, they are all kind of interchangeable. Interchangeable. English, hard language, guys, hard language. But of course, I'm just talking a lot about the flexibility of those drafts. Now, next question becomes, what do those champions do? What do hero do? It's a simple question. So let's have a look at the matchups, right? So Udyr and Ornn top lane. Oh yeah, looking at chat, by the way, yes. First of all, awesome name, People's Rengar. I'm a people's pleaser, you are a people's Rengar, you know, we're all different but the same. Kappa. So Udyr, I'm not too sure about the Udyr top lane thing. Right, Kaysonte was banned, brought from Artemis themselves. But Udyr does things. I don't know when you want to pick Udyr over Olaf. I mean, if you desperately need magic damage, but then might as well just pick Rumble or something in top lane, right? But again, Udyr is just there. He is a good pick, don't get me wrong. And he's a good laner, especially, don't get me wrong. But so is Ornn. Ornn is a decent laner as well, and at least Ornn has a lot more utility for his team. And utility becomes really important if you talk about a lot of other factors in your team composition. And of course, if you had if you would swap the Maokai into Zyra, I don't know if I would be too happy with the Ornn Udyr matchup on top lane. But regarding Zyra jungle, she has options to go like full burst damage, or like for this kinda tankier version with the instead of burst you go for the burn damage. It's like almost the same word, but burst and burn. Even though the b is the same, but the st and the erst is burn, you know, it's quite different. And I feel like with the burn build you can also afford to go for some more defensive-ish options. Now, Varus, we all have seen that the weird redemption build, but not going to happen. You need damage here. And Varus is kind of free to cook up whatever he wants to here. I mean, it's Varus, right? You can play Bronze Bravery and you can still have a great build. Not a question at all. But then Yasuo on bot lane Nautilus. It's a really well-rounded draft. Honestly, just looking at the synergies themselves. And we talked a little bit how top lane is not that important. They are both just there. They are, you know, existing, having fun, probably trading a little bit. I don't think any solo kills should happen on top lane, but that's the boring stuff out of the way first, right? And just saying I don't think it should happen doesn't mean it won't happen, because you do pick Udyr as a lane bully. But yeah, anyways, talking about the mid lane matchup as well. It is, or like the mid lane jungle matchup, it is a weird one, right? It is Wei against Varus. So I do think Varus should go for the poke build, lethality poke. Very likely. And then you also have like this high range jungler with Zyra. Of course Zyra is kind of squishy. And Maokai, by the way, yeah, it's not Maokai, it's Maokai, because I'm in the loading screen already, and as I can see. And And as you maybe will see in a few seconds, it is a lovely draft with Maokai, the best Maokai skin by the way. But yeah, in general, Cerberus on Zyra, he has so much carry potential, he has so much damage, he has so much DPS as well as burst damage. And he has kind of more damage, but still some utility tools. While Maokai is a jack of all trades, but has less damage. Like, Maokai's util is insane. And to get that out of the way, really, really good util. And we're going in game, by the way. Let me finish that thought. A really, really good util. And on bot lane, we have to really look at the matchup anyways. It is a 2 melee versus 2 range matchup, so we are maybe looking for some engages, but just scaling should also work fine. And guys, talking about just working fine, what about some invades in this very first game? Foxnyr versus Artemis, and this might end ugly, but nope. Zalgir with a beautiful flash to get out just in time. Now, a reaction will be there. I want to say it should be there, but of course it will be there. We can see the vision, right? We can see the ward here. We can see the ward here. That is the reaction from Artemis to answer that invade, to just know what is the follow-up. Because you could, in theory, just walk away and be like, yeah, we got the flash, we're happy. Oh, are you collapsing on that, though? This is a dangerous one. Can you focus Fommy down here? Fommy! He is so squishy, he will not even flash away. He will just accept his death. And this is first blood already. Will you maybe get another one? Zalgir, no flash here. And hook connects even! Flash forward, Cerberus. It is an absolute epic gamer moment here in the early game. 2-0 already, and this is a gold lead that we love to look at, and we have to talk about it. So of course, looking at topside, it doesn't matter, right? Who cares? Again, nobody cares about topside. Well, yeah, Cerberus, he is like one pink ward ahead, cool and all. But man, would you look at the Yasuo? That is dangerous. Yasuo on basically already 1k gold. And Yasuo spikes really hard with some cheap items. To name one, Berserk Greaves. Really, really good item. Really, really good power spike. So guys, I love this start. It is a bit unlucky, but honestly, we cannot ignore that they warded. They knew, like Artemis knew what they are getting into. And they decided to contest. And they did lose. They tried their best, and I know some people, they would look at this and say, well, yeah, this game is over. Lamau. XD. But honestly, it is still League of Legends, and anything can happen. Of course, we are in a great state of advantage right now. We are in the driver's seat. Still, we have to go back and spend the gold, which Henkindu already did. So, yeah, I mean, just compare bot lane. Just compare the items. Ahem. Looking really good. Under Nexus, trying to look for something in mid, but he will show himself there. He still has flash, so even though it looked like Under Nexus is kind of far away there, just in case he would flash forward and then anchor, it has a ton of range. So it is dangerous and it has to be respected, but Celestial did just that. He respected Under Nexus roaming, and quick reset, quick crash. Also, I'm thinking about why no call, why boots and dagger. I want to say longsword, but no, it's a dagger. Cookie delivery coming in. Only 2 people in the entire game have it. Now I have to toggle vision real quick because we are, as spectators, seeing Tommy. But of course, as the players, you kinda have to track the junglers. You kinda just have to know where everybody is. Meanwhile, on top lane, Diver, he is really looking at something. Now on bot lane, did they see Tommy? I don't know. Like now they are seeing him 100%. And I think Tommy just wants to help his team there. get a good reset. But Cerberus is also on the way here and has no flash ready. So not really doing like too much, but there's the flash hook and action is going on. Dropping kind of low, and Bayun will be the third kill already in this game. This is looking so promising. And because Tommy is already on bot side, it means there is no counterplay even. Now, if he was on another lane, he could at least try to get void drops, try to just do something, farm at least, get camps. But like this, he was just there watching, and still his ADC died. Not what you want to see as Artemis fan, but man, for us as Foxnyr fans, this is amazing. Now, Tommy might be able to do something here, because Under Nexus and Inspire are both really low, but they are seeing the Maokai and they are not taking any chances. While on the other side of the map, since Cerberus finished the dragon, it is a 50-50 now. Is Cerberus going to clear, or is he going to contest Void Grubs? Now our boy Tommy, he kinda knows, nah, I'm taking the 50-50, we have to do something this game, right? And, well, he does have the vision because of our little buddy here, and yeah, Inspire's like, wait a minute. They have to be doing the camps here, and indeed, they are. Sadly, no snipe steal, that would have been epic, of course. But yeah, not going to happen right now. Instead, it is kind of an even trade, but that's just talking about objectives. That is not talking about, man, the gold advantage. Foxnyr on almost 2,000 gold here. And that is disgusting. Also, Cerberus can kind of do whatever he wants right now. Even though, wait, how much gold does he have in inventory? Yeah, it's still 900. Now, top lane Diver is maybe looking for something here. He's hiding in plain sight. And now looking to just get a really good trade in, but Ginkgo unfazed will turn around, use his Bellows Breath, slap Diver with his 2 hammers. And that trade didn't look as promising as it could have been. Also partly because of this item here, by the way. Spectre's Cowl, really good item against magic poke damage. Will just mean Ginkgo can stay on top lane a little longer and sustain himself a little longer, which is a nice thing to do. We take those, of course. And again, Artemis yet has to find any footing in this match. It's a tough one. Still looking for something. And of course we can also talk about scaling here. And I would love, you know, from a narrative. Ooh, great ultimate here. Just trading it for Celestial's Cleanse. Have to highlight this really quick. But yeah, talking about scaling, we are in a weird place and we are in a weird game. But I see Ginkgo on Ornn. Means just from pure stat base, Foxnyr has great scaling. Just upgrading those items, getting the ornaments. And on the other side, yeah, Udyr is not really scaling too great. Maokai, great scaling, but so is Cerberus. And Inspire, amazing scaling. Like, Varus never really falls off. Oh man. Flash aggressively forward, and that's just a kill. Cerberus getting that easy peasy kill there on the mid lane. Flashing forward, beautiful stun cancel on top lane, by the way. Of course, if you know how to do it, you know how it works, but still has to be executed, and this is where mistakes can happen, right? So of course, I want to point out all the good things that Foxnyr is doing right now, because there are many, many good things. And even though they are not, like, killing them non-stop, the lead is huge already. Like, yeah, the Void Grubs, you can see that the counter on the top left, like, wait, it's kind of, yeah, like next to the Heralds, in the gold, everything. Artemis, they got themselves Void Grubs. Sure, that is nice, but it is not enough. As soon as Foxnyr has a full item, it will be looking really grim for Artemis, because I don't even know who will be the first one to get a full item, right? In theory, if Yasuo has a backport, he could be able to afford it soon. In theory, Cerberus might want to get Sork boots first or just finish his first full item. He also got himself a Dark Steel, so that is looking really strong. And of course we are also looking at Artemis position. And I have to be honest here, I don't really know what they want to do. They can just try to scale, and they can just try to get to the point where they have like 3 items on their carries, and then they are kind of even. But if the lead just keeps growing, that's not an option. If they can somehow just not let the lead grow and just evenly trade, yeah, that's also fine. Oh, interesting. We have to look at our jungler here real quick. Cerberus going to get the objectives here on top lane. I like it. It is decent. It is decent. I would have liked Dragon on spawn more, but this is like the safety option in my opinion. And I say that because I'm not too comfortable in in my game knowledge about those things. It's all just theory, but it's a wild draft, right? It's a really wild draft with the Zyra jungle. I don't really know how it works too well. Because it becomes kind of weird when you play a bruiser jungler. It, you know, it's like basic gameplay. You can walk up somewhere and clear wards and place your own wards, stuff like that. But as Zyra, you kind of just want to face check stuff. So maybe you don't want to rely on stacking Dragon as quickly as possible somehow. But yeah, as you can see in mid lane, Inspire's damage is just great already, even though it is only a serrated Dirk. Like the boots and the tier are adding nothing towards that damage number. Now Dragon is not going to be contested. Hi Onuk, by the way. Hope you are doing great. Oh, no way! No! Oh my god. Oh my god, the wind wall was even up there. That just happened, by the way. And that is so good. Oh, for me, they want to go now. They are feeling themselves. They are feeling themselves so hard. I don't think Tommy has enough damage to kill Inspire here. But man, this went from a perfect, unlosable game to a not perfect anymore, still kinda unlosable game. Oh man, I hate to see it though. I hate to see it, because still it means if you are using the Dragon as a win condition, it means you have 5 more minutes. Well, I'm reading chat now and I'm confused, but meanwhile, bot lane is getting doffed. So many knockups here, and the teleport is getting used. Now Cerberus, he still has flash ready, and he probably, yeah, he just wants to flash over that wall and just run away from the action. Because TP used, and that is good enough already. Now, it means for the next big objective, which will be Herald or the next Dragon, and just by the way, whoever gets this soul has a really, really good chance at just outright winning the game, because yeah, I mean, look at the tankiness and at the general strategies of those teams with like the poke, with the range damage, and then the front lines. So of course all souls are great, but those souls are like really, really good in this game. And yeah, again, talking about win conditions, talking about so many things here. All the math one's brain has to be doing to just be decent at this League of Legends game. So many things you have to worry about, especially as a shot caller. For example, what will the next objective be? Can we counter jungle? I think the answer is yes. But yeah, man, I'm still a bit salty this Rocket got the steal. Honestly. Honestly, guys, that is just... Oh man. Of course, as a player, you cannot show those emotions. As a player, you have to be, okay, whatever happened, happened. Tick off the box and just focus on the next play. Or, you know, like, insert coin, go again, like at the good old arcade slots. But here for us, we can be a little bit... We can be a little bit emotional. You mean it was nice from enemy? It was just RNG. It was just a coin flip. It wasn't even... it wasn't even a real play or something. It's just unlucky. But again, it happens. We can blame Cerberus for his smiting skills afterwards. Or like Henkindu for his wind wall skills. Or whatever. Yeah, philosophy, right? You miss every shot you don't take. That is correct. You have to try things, but again, it shouldn't have worked. It's like a super low reward play. Super low chance to get the reward, but it is also a like 0% risk play, so you might as well just do it. Might as well just fire that super ultra mega death deluxe rocket of Doom of Destruction from Jinx and see if it gets anything. And it did get anything, even though it should not be allowed to get anything. But again, anyways, as long as we are not entering late game, the dragon doesn't matter anyways. It's only 3% right now. So Infernal Dragon kinda useless, honestly, until you have like 2 or 3 items. On top lane, we can see a fight Ginkgo. He's finally feeling himself. And at the same time, on bot lane, we also see a 3 versus 2. We have a lot of damage potential, of course, but it has to work. It has to hit. And there we go. Another teleport coming in here from Inspire. And that is just the cherry on top here. We got a kill already. We got a second kill already. And now, even though everybody's super low, we probably have to still stay here and take the turret. It means it is going to be a risky one, and yes, risky it was indeed. Henkindu flashing forward aggressively and Celestial using his heal. This is kind of the comeback that we do not want to see, but Artemis, they are standing their ground, and Foxnyr, they had to play the tempo play here. So I totally understand why they went for that, but it did not work out perfectly. It was just a trade though. Foxnyr is still super far ahead. They are still... I mean, look at the gold again. 1k basically in mid lane, 1k even more in bot lane, 1k already in top lane. Jungle 2k ahead. While it doesn't really matter too much. But talking about the jungler, Cerberus, a little bit in danger here. Will get all the CC he needs. Super Mega Death Record not going to hit. Meanwhile, top lane also having an awesome fight here. And Ginkgo realizes, nope, not my fight to take. I kind of just want to get away. Also, I have to mention, Diver has his TP up, but will probably not be there in time. Getting the kill here. Cerberus on a killing spree. And this time, it will be a super solid snipe. The Zap is not going to steal it. So Baeyun not going to just steal another dragon. Again, of course, you go for the try. But this time, Cerberus kept his nerfs. And he just got in the smite. So this situation is cooling down a bit. And yet, a 7k gold lead. Again, gold lead only matters if you are ahead in items. And while we can just press the button to show the gold and see like, oh yeah, top lane is ahead, jungle is like on a huge lead. Cerberus still has to spend his money. And he might be in danger here. How much damage can Celestial deal? Really, they even got the flash from Cerberus, but maybe. Finally, Cerberus goes down. That took way too long. Teleport coming in here from Ginkgo. And so far, we could not really trade anything. Super Mega Dive Rocket not going to do too much. Not hitting a Squishy. And Solgear has to stay out of there. Aggressive flash over the wall here from under Nexus. And this is beautiful here. Inspire finds 2. And even on the top side of this fight, at the top side more likely, at the Tribrush, we got another kill. And this is just looking beautiful. So while, yes, we did lose a bit of farm on bot lane, it doesn't really matter. We got so much out of this fight. It is soon to be a 10k gold lead. Oh hell yeah! Foxnyr Esports rating. I wonder what... Oh, excuse me. What was your result? Tell me real quick. I hope you had a few great games. But here, Inspire with the Yumus might be able to get away. Nope. Shot down. Going over to Diver. 700 gold. And that's just the strength of duty, right? That's also why I said, hey, maybe you just want an Olaf instead, because, yeah, a bearded big man just runs down squishy people. But it's kind of what Olaf does, right? So yeah, not too sure. Maybe it's also just preference at this point. And Diver had a backport. He got himself a beautiful item. We call it Frozen Heart. It's still super cheap, right? This item is a bit, yeah. It is something. Let's just call it something. Again, guys, I hope you are having a great weekend. The raid happened and we are on a lot of viewers now to see how this thing will end. And just in case you missed the start, we got a double kill from an invade. Like invading, just chilling there. And Artemis, they warded, like, really cautiously. And they still decided to contest. And then, yep, they died. They lost a lot of sums. And basically only because of that, our jungler and bot side is super ahead so far. Sure, Moxie, we can do that. Sure thing, sounds great. Now, of course, we still have to see the first game. And we have to see it till the very end. Because while I've been, basically for the last 20 minutes, or like from the double kill, I've been like, oh well, you know, the game should be over in theory. And of course, it is still the theory. But yeah, Celestial and Bayon, they are on Scary Champions if they get items, and they are both on 1.5 items. Now I talked about it, guys. If you have a lead, you need to have it in items. And that's the point where we are at right now. For sure. So Henkindu is on a ornament. It's called Infinity Blade now, isn't it? Yeah, Edge of Finality, yeah, of course. Mid lane engage is happening. Art Diver, he is living up to his name and just diving in there, but slowly realizing, well, I might have to get out of there. And meanwhile, in the backline, Henkindu was doing things. He did die after all, but not without leaving a mark. And Super Mega Death Rocket going out there, really nice animation cancel from Bayon, but it's just not enough. Again, right now, we are slapping Artemis with our wallets. And still, it is an almost 10k gold lead. We have been there for the last few minutes, but usually you say, hey, if the lead doesn't grow, it is good for the guy that is behind, or for the team that is behind. But man, 8k gold. That is a full item on many players right now. So, looking at it again, now with the reset, or I mean with dying, and with the reset of course, that comes with dying in-game. Bayon and Celestial, they are what we have to look at, like their inventories. They are on 2 items. That is an important thing. While Inspire and Henkindu, they are also super strong, but they are also on like 2.5 items. And that's an important distinction to make. Now, of course, items don't matter if you are caught out of position. Now, can we really catch Ginkgo? He is a tank after all, and you don't want to waste any important cooldown. Celestial did use the ult. Solgear does not even have the Breath of Life up right now. And that was a decent Super Mega Dive Rocket to just poke a little bit before the storm breaks out. But yeah, talking about an engage happening, about the storm happening, not going to happen here. Under Nexus zoning a little bit, just making sure nobody is coming in. And at this point, soul point for Foxnyr. They are cooking with their draft, and they are in a really comfortable position right now. The Nasher means all the outer turrets should fall if you use the time efficiently. And yeah, exactly as you can see here. You just move down here. You're like, hello guys, we are here. And of course, the range from the hook, from Zyra root, from everything, is just really big and really scary. So you have to respect that. And now with this inferior position, of course the tower is helping, but still this entire terrain here is just not favorable enough for the defense if they are so behind. We have crossed the 10k mark, by the way. Just saying. 10k gold is more than the lead we have right now. It's 10k gold and 300. And exactly, that's how you close the entire thing. Get the turret. And now this is where Artemis can try something. This is where Artemis wants to hold on the Nexus, going for the hook, and this entire thing is not really starting off just yet. Still, you have to finish the cannon minion with the Nash Wolf. Beautiful hook here to get Diver back in again, and they are both just trying to get each other low. Both teams are doing their best here to siege and counter the enemy siege. Ginkgo with teleport available, so might just use it on the minion to seal the deal here and get the kill on the turret, destroy the inhibitor, but now the engage is coming in. The Ornhorn getting used, not really hitting anything, but still zoning, and it's just too much Foxnyr power here. It is too much! You cannot find any kills. Imagine just winning a game like that. I don't know if it's over. Solgear and Celestial are still alive, and yeah, everybody from Foxnyr is kinda low. They want to get this over with quickly. Nothing really happening right now. I want to say we can finish, but I'm not too sure because Celestial, well, he's though. And we still have 15 seconds. It is 3 Foxnyr members against a Nexus, and they are getting it. What? No way. What a finish. Just pushing through one single lane. Oh man. That was something, guys. That just happened. What a game. Holy moly. Dominant from the early game to the mid game. A few things Foxnyr messed up, but it's really a few. We can like count it down on our hands. And solid game. Solid game. I loved to watch it. Whew. Good one. Absolute lovely game. And guys, since Moxie is available right now, we want him to join us, of course. Gotta write my GGs to Henkindo really quick. His Yasuo looked really clean. Yeah, I'm thinking like not really much to add there. Really good game, guys. Holy moly. Draft was amazing. And then the game itself, well, also it just worked out. Nothing to complain there. So yeah, we will go in a short break, get a Moxie right in here. But of course I have to set up all the technical stuff. So expect the pause to take just like 2 or 3 minutes. And then we are going to be back. Not just me, but we with Moxie. Looking forward to you casting with me, buddy. See you in a second, guys, and I hope till then that the game is also ready and we can just jump in straight into the second game. Don't forget, guys, it is the 3rd match day. It is Foxnyr against Artemis, and we are 1-0 ahead. We will see if Artemis can get 1 win in or not. 1 second, and we're back. there we are, and now it's not only me, it is also the beautiful Moxie. And if it rhymes, it's the truth. Moxie, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing great. It's technically unfortunate that I am here because, you know, I would have preferred a bit of a longer game one of the Fenrir boys, but, you know, at least I have the pleasure to be here now. So that's something.
It is something. Indeed. That means we will need 2 spectator slots, right? Since you will also be joining. That means Shiva verbannen in the screen share, you know. Usually the coach is also there. And you only have 2 slots per team. So, but hey, Discord screen share works super good, right?
True. That should be more than enough, right?
Should be more than enough.
Should be enough.
And if not, you can just use your cam and try to mimic the champions that get picked, you know? Quite simple. You can just do some, what do you call it in English? Pantomime? You know, the Pokemon or something? Yeah,
True, actually. Just play the character you want to play. You act the character you want to play.
Exactly. Oh man.
If the coach misunderstands what the champion is, then you just have the wrong champion.
Yeah, some weird guy with a sword, I don't know, get him Garen or Yi or something.
Exactly.
Actually, you wanted Diana with the curved blade, unlucky. No, but honestly, Moxie, hey, you're here. You are my analyst now, and we have to analyze something. And that is the first game. You have seen the end, right? You have seen the draft. Now,
sir,
when was the last time you have seen a Zyra jungle?
Last split. I mean, Zerberus is known for his weird quote unquote, right? I mean, he played the brand when it just became meta. He played the Zyra when it just became meta. So I was not too surprised to see it. Of course, if it would have been any other team, then yes. But just because it was Zerberus, I was not too surprised to see it. And it seems to have worked out at least. So that's good.
Yeah, it worked really good.
That's
you cannot really complain. It was so funny how I feel like both teams mind gamed themselves. Now, see, we have to talk about drafting without a picture. See, now basically I can do the pantomime. The first pick was Maokai from Artemis. Cool, right? And usually that's a support. But then Foxnyr, they answered with Varus and Zyra. So you would expect Zyra on bot lane, like maybe, right? So like whenever Maokai jumps in, you can just root him and you can ult and whatever and just burst him down. But no, it was the jungler all along. So it felt really weird, you know, locking Maokai in and then having him in the jungle. I mean, I have to ask you. I feel like Maokai support is just the best role for him, right? At the moment.
I think so. I've been playing it a lot in Flexu recently, as I'm playing Flexu with my gang, you know. And I'm a big Maokai enjoyer right now. I think I just love to be able to run in, right click on the enemy, not care about anything, and smack people around. I love it. I hardly ever die, even though I totally grief it technically. I think it's a really broken pick, and it's hard to lose on it. I think there are a couple of champions that are good against it in bot lane. I think Zyra would not be one of them.
Yeah.
I think Zyra would just get bullied to death by Maokai, unfortunately. But like stuff, for example, the Braum is really good into Maokai. It becomes really unplayable if you play against Braum, because you can just never really go in without losing the trade, kind of. And he also just denies your engage. You know, the what's it called? Twisted Advance? No, that's his W, right? What's his ult called? His ult, basically. And yeah, I think Braum is one of the champions that's really good against Maokai. So if you want to pick it, then maybe think of removing that one. But other than that, I don't think there's that much that's really good against him. Of course, enchanters or like mages are always good because, you know, melee versus range, it's always annoying. But one flash onto that Jenna or that Karma, and you know they are dead. So in the end, it doesn't really matter too much if you can just chill through the lane a bit.
In the end, it doesn't even matter. Wild Growth,
Basically.
by the way. Fun fact. Wild Growth.
Ah,
Pretty
then
sure.
the Twisted Advance is W then, right? Am I
Exactly.
wrong about that
The
one?
Sapling Toss is E, and I think Brumble Smash or something is his Q, but whenever do you want to talk about his Q?
Yeah, I'm proud that I know Twisted Advance.
That's a good one. It's a good one, I have to say. But yeah, either way, I hope we can go into the game soon. And I see a pattern here. Foxnyr, also in the last game, they took a while to really be ready, but I mean, they are allowed to take a few minutes to really spice up the draft, and hey, it worked in the first game. So, might as well just go with it again and have it work in the second game as well. You know, cannot be mad about that.
Yeah, very true.
Now imagine you are in Artemis shoes and you just lost against this weird wonky draft, but can you really ban anything against this? I mean, okay, you ban Zyra, then he goes Branch Jungle, cool. So, do you think there is even a way, or is it just play better and go next and draft whatever, doesn't matter?
I have to be honest, I felt this a lot against like the main Foxnyr team, and I think it's really hard to draft against them or really adapt that much against them, just because everyone plays so random and weird stuff basically, so it becomes really hard to really target something. Like you said, Zyra, Brand, they do the same thing basically, you know, and they're both good, so I just jump into the draft.
Jumping into the draft, guys, and don't you worry about the Singed Bun, it is just a main situation, and you know, have you ever scrimmed against a Singed? No, me neither, so just ban it away. I like this decision.
Agreed. If you don't know how to play against something just because you never see it, then just remove it. No need to bring yourself into an uncomfortable position there. Just make yourself be in the best position you can be every draft, and that's something Artemis would have to try and do too. But as I said, it's very hard. You know, you have Inspire, who plays a lot of weird champions, or I'd say unconventional champions in the mid lane. And Kindu plays stuff like Yasuo ADC as well. Like, here, the Varus is picked, and you have no idea, is it going mid lane, is it going bot lane, is it going top lane? You know, there's so much stuff this team does, and yeah, it's just very hard to draft against them.
Exactly. Yeah, but I see the chat. Lucius says, imagine trying to win against Cerberus. I mean, they have to try, right? It's not like you can just give up, and I mean, you could technically just give up, but
that would be lame.
That would be kind of lame, yes. Oh, I just saw I put in spells instead of scores. Oopsie daisy. Let me fix that real quick.
Spells instead of scores? What? Oh,
yep, in the draft tool.
I see.
Let me
There's
fix
the Maokai,
that.
actually. There's the Maokai we were talking about.
But
Let's see.
yeah, okay, the Zyra is banned, and now he's hovering the brand. I mean, what do
This is
you
exactly
even
what you
do?
said.
Yeah, it's kind of
What can do?
Well, you can ban Brand, Zyra, and what if both are banned? What does he play then? Lilia? Hacking
Mossy.
Vel'Koz? I don't even...
Mossy.
Mossy jungle and just so much. Yeah, the Mossy performance was also really good, and it just worked for some weird reason. Also, the Nautilus seems to be a comfort zone for our boy on bot lane. I wish it was still a flex pick, but let's be honest here, Duin B is not here anymore, so it really isn't.
I mean, Inspire is pretty close to it, so I will not be surprised, but yeah, I mean, it should be support. I think that's the only, like, quote-unquote bad part about something about, like, a brand, right? You're kind of forced to go engage as support. Like, you cannot really go anything else. For example, like I said, the Braum, right, would have been okay here, but you're kind of forced to go something with engage because you are playing with that brand. And also for top lane, I mean, you had the Ornn last time, right? So that's exactly what they needed. That's the only a bit awkward thing with the brand. And actually, Braum taking away from Artemis here. They're expecting the Maokai to be jungle in that case. Yeah. Same as the other way around, you know, Braum also really good into Nautilus, so it does make a lot of sense. I'm pretty sure if Braum blocks the brand ult, it also gets like, it disappears, you know, it disappears
gone.
into Nevada basically, so.
Yo,
good pick against him.
if you Braum block Maokai while he's in Twisted Advance, and Maokai is, technically he is the projectile, will Maokai just get banned from the game and cease to exist? That would be dope, man.
Don't think so, but I wouldn't be surprised to, sometimes League has this moment where a random champion just flies into to space, where they just disappear from the map for a bit. I wouldn't be surprised to see that happening. I actually had that happen not too long ago.
Was
a
it
random
Nunu,
smolder.
right?
No, it was a smolder. We were fighting a dragon, and smolder just flew into space, basically. But he was still there on his screen. So all of a sudden, there was a random smolder ult just came out of nowhere. There was no champion there, and all of a sudden there's a random smolder ult came flying on us.
I mean, he said hi to his mom
weird.
real quick,
Yeah, basically.
Oh man.
Basically, yeah.
But yeah, anyways, talking about this draft, I have to go into thinking mode, by the way. Because Bard makes me think. I've seen the Renata hover, I feel like, yeah, Renata, cool pick and all. What does Bard tell us about this draft, though? Bard's very bot lane.
I personally don't like it, but my Bard heart loves the Bard pick, of course, but overall in the draft I am not the biggest fan. Just because, yeah, I mean, bot lane is hard unplayable now. It's not playable at all.
Hi, this is a Kalista, and she is on bot lane, and she will have a good time, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this is gonna be rough. I'm not gonna lie. Bot lane should, in theory, right, be really, really unplayable for Artemis here. And if Bard roams there, he should not be allowed to touch the wave.
What is this draft, man? What is this? I'm sorry you're talking and stuff, but what? Ginkgo on Zac top lane? Is this Zac support?
No,
is this brand support and Zac jungle full AP cooldown reduction and just perma? Yeah, what is? It is Kalista top lane to counter the Garen. There we go, 100%.
Yeah, brand ADC.
What? This is crazy. Honestly, this is absolute madness.
I mean, just looking at draft, it feels really, really hard for Artemis to play. Again, I'm just going to highlight the bot lane again because that's going to be the hardest part. If Bard wants to roam, it's going to be really, really rough. It's Zeri is not allowed to play the game and will just get perma-towered over, especially after 6 when Kalista can pull out the Nautilus from the tower dive, right? And even if Bard stays, he's a big fat target, quite literally, for the Nautilus hook, which has a big fat hitbox as well.
Door, basically.
And he's squishy as hell. This is gonna be a really, really hard bot lane. Mid lane, I don't really know that much. Varus and Orianna will both probably just chill a bit. Brand will probably just out jungle speed the Maokai by miles probably. He's playing a Max Verstappen in Formula 1, right? Basically. And in the meantime, top lane, I mean, it's a Garen versus Zac. They both don't really care either, I think. And I just don't really... the good thing is, Garen has a lot of squishes he can blow up, technically, right? Later in the game, but the question is, will he be able to get in range? That's the hard part. The only way I see Artemis really doing much this game is by somehow hitting a big Bard ult into the Orianna ult, where Bard hits multiple members, Orianna can place her ball while they're all in golden, and then get a big Orianna ult. But this is going to be really, really hard for him to play.
I mean, honestly, looking at Artemis draft, having Garen as a win con is not even that ridiculous because he can stack a ton of tenacity, right? So he can function as a Bard delivery system and as a ball delivery system, so double BDS here. What I mean is, if you get a good speed boost from Orianna with the ball on him, it can work, and if you can get a good flank with the Bard tunnel, it can also work. So unironically, Garen, the most basic champion in League of Legends, I would basically think so. He is probably the most basic and the simplest champion in the entire game. He is, in my opinion, the most realistic threat here, paired with Maokai CC, paired with Orianna's AoE magic damage, and again paired with Bard ultimate. I mean, you talked about the Orianna ult, but imagine you get out of the Bard ult and then a Garen is spinning next to you. That is it's unironically also. But no, if we look at the options here from Foxnyr, Brand can stun, but again, Garen's Dex Tenacity doesn't care. Varus can hit his ult, Garen doesn't care. Callista can jump away and has like some means to defend herself, like throwing in her trusty Anchor Boy. But yeah, I feel like just from the draft itself, if you can keep your distance, and we have tools for that, then it is going to be kind of easy. I'm only worried about the fast spinny man from Demacia, honestly. Everything else I feel like is looking really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. The only issue I see there is that it's mostly a one burst target, right? Of course, if everyone is somehow standing in a bowl together and Orianna hits a 5-man shockwave, it's different, right? But overall, it's more Garen goes on one target, Orianna ults, Maokai follows up, but that target dies, right? But then you use everything on one target, and you have literally a Brand, a Varus, and a Kalista standing in front of you. And we have seen in LEC as well what a Zac can do. Like, Zac will just be on the backline, freaking wreaving havoc, basically doing the same thing Garen does with 2 other members, but he will do it. He will be doing it alone. So
True.
I think it's hard, but we have to see how both teams play this one out while we do load into game.
Exactly, guys. There we are. We are in game, and now our champions are walking out of the fountain. Ginkgo on the Zac on a top lane looks fabulous as always. I'm so curious to see what he can bring to this game with this kind of niche top lane pick, but it is still one of the best tanks in the game. Changed my mind. Hint, you cannot change my mind. And guys, the first game looked super, super promising. And of course now Artemis, they want revenge. They want to equalize this series. But Foxnyr, they are 4-1 in the split so far. They can technically go 5-1 with another win here.
Yeah, 5-1 and let me think, 33-2 overall. Wait, no, 30. Yeah, no, wait. Yeah, 33-2 overall. Marv asking why Varus starts Q. I have no idea. You have to ask him.
Hi, Marv.
It is a mid lane Varus. Don't forget that one. I don't know if you noticed. It is a mid lane Varus, so I don't know.
I mean, you want to press E, right, with Comet, I'd say, but
yeah, probably. But
Hail of is it Hail of
no idea.
Arrows? I'm getting it is Hail of Arrows, of course. Piercing shot, piercing arrow, chain, and this is a blighted clear. Of course, I knew this, guys. So at least, like compared to last game, it is looking decent because we are not 2 kills ahead. We still have to work for it, so Artemis can be kind of happy about that. You know, sometimes things just happen. The last game was unlucky, and question is, can you just go into the second game unfazed? Meanwhile, on top lane, we see Garen is kind of a bully in the early game. He even stepped on Ginkgo's little blob there to not let him heal, and that is of course how the trading patterns go in this top side of the match. But now Moxie for you. Oh man, the trading patterns in mid.
lane?
Yeah, it's so much poke. Maokai, he cleared red buff, Raptors, and is now on Grump. So is he looking to cheese here?
Might potentially look for a bot lane gank. I mean, you have the Bard, right? You can portal in. We do have a nice little ward in that tri-brush up there. So it will be hard for the Maokai to get there unspotted. I have to see if they choose to go for something here. On the other hand, he might just... Oh, actually he's going all the way around. Will he get spotted though? What is he doing? He's walking around. I'm not really sure. Never mind, he chose to go for blue. We'll get spotted by Round Nexus now though. Oh, never mind. Actually, he did. Yeah, a lot of pings coming through. I think the blue buff attacking Maokai was spotted there. I think Maokai's here to just make sure his bot lane doesn't die. I think that's the biggest thing. Because now that bot lane knows that Maokai is here, they need to be a little bit safer, need to play it a little bit slower. I still dodged up by Orianna on the piercing arrow. You can see Nautilus already stepping up very far to try and find the hook. But he will not. And now Maokai is potentially going for his golems in the top lane. Or actually top side scuttle might be the way to go.
Yeah, jungle pathing is a little bit weird here, but I know one thing for sure. Zerberus already has a little bit of a farm lead just because Tommy skipped his topside camp there, the golems, and oh my god, top lane, this is so close, but Ginkgo, he will not even pop his passive, and this means we saw a summoner spell burned from Diver while Ginkgo burned his TP. But I feel like with Doran's shield, with the health potion, and with Sec passive, of course, he can just heal it up in the lane, and that's going to be alright.
That should be fine here. He has Brand as well around top lane now. So he has a little bit of backup, no ignite on the Garen anymore. Of course, if he pops the blobs, pops the blobs, that's right. If the blobs do get popped, then Garen can kind of just spin to win and kill all of those. Oh, Bitlin actually, Orianna dropping very low, gets a level up though. Inspire doing a good job there.
Oh,
Already
sure.
a wave ahead in farm. Oh, Nautilus walking up. Going for the classic, I walk up to you, you take damage. Nice. Love to see it.
Zoning, my friend, zoning. Getting level 4, maybe now he wants to go for something. Hook is connecting, and the first blood will be taken here by Henkindu. And now, Bayan will not be able to trade just yet at least. And oh man, so much Kalista damage here.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I said in Champs in draft. Like, it's really hard to play for bot lane here. Bard kind of wants to leave this lane at some point, but he will never really be able to. It's just so hard, and this is just something. This will just happen again. Like Bard wasn't even able to flash. He still has his flash up. That's a one positive thing. But neither did like Nautilus didn't have to flash. Kalista didn't have to flash. Nothing. It's a very hard thing to play here. In the meantime, Brobbies will go over to Artemis.
Deja vu. It is what happened in the last game, but also in the last game, it was kind of a delayed trade where Foxnyr got the dragon really early. Oh man, Ginkgo just charging his jump up in time. It means Diver has the potential to be ahead in farm, at least a little bit, and Ginkgo looks kind of diveable, but it is still a Sec, right? As long as Sec has passive, and like, don't let me lie, but I'm pretty sure the passive is still up. So, meanwhile, yeah, Zolgir a bit in trouble here. A really good tunnel just through the wall with the portal. To get out of trouble, that is what you have to do. But it also means, since Zolgir is low, you can have the engage here. Oh, mid lane, Inspire, he's looking for something. He will just burst away Celestial.
Yeah. I was about to say it. I wanted to say, like, this looks like a really good Varus ult angle. And, well,
He
Inspire
agrees.
read my mind, so went for it. Had a Varus damage. Like, if you take 2 or 3 auto attacks in that, like, just 3 auto attacks, you need to be careful for that ult. Because you will always go for that. When you get a couple of those passive stacks on the ult, will just make sure you get another 2 on or 2 or 3 off, right? And then the Q just does like 1000 damage, and then you're basically doomed. It's a nice little solo kill.
Well, I mean, you're not really doomed, but you're just dead and have to walk back the walk of shame from the fountain to your lane. And I feel like we're rapping today. We're only rhyming with our words, but I'm not a rapper. You know.
Neither am I. But we're just that good.
Yeah, I'm MC Fire. I'm not a rapper. If you know that meme, press 1 in the chat, by the way. If you don't know it,
Opening chat. No, where is it? There. Oh, I need to type 1. Everyone. There.
there, type the 1. I mean, I also know it, else I couldn't mention it. Yeah. You know what? Ooh, close hook. We are 2 kills ahead in this game already. And even though it took some time, still, I feel like those kills were strategically earned. It just worked. I
mean, define strategically earned. We're both solo kills, right? Or duo kills, I guess, in the bot lane.
Exactly. Yeah, just playing
really
better.
Nicely played. Oh. This is literally all that bot lane can do at this point. They just need to try to hear the wave, and then just run. That's all they can do. Nautilus can just step in front of the wave and try to look for a hook.
Hook not connecting here. Level 6 unlocked, so Lightning Crash is available for Bad John. So maybe you want to go in there, but
no, you don't.
No.
I'm
I mean-
sorry, you really don't.
Both ADCs are kind of low, so maybe you want to try to get something in. Talking about getting something in, Tommy, with the combo mid lane, but Cerberus instantly reacting to it. He was ready. And even though on top lane it can look kind of scary, again, Ginkgo with the passive available. I always have to double check, but I'm pretty sure we would see if he would lose it. So no, he still has it ready. But I don't want to talk wrong stuff, you know, so. Nothing happening so far. Still a 2-0 and 1.5k gold lead. Now, the Grubs are spawning soonish, and the next dragon is going to spawn just a little bit later. Moxie, what are we going to do here? Are we going to take both objectives on spawn, or what is the plan?
I would like to see Foxnyr at least try to get 2 grubs. Or at least 1. Because as much as Garen should not really become a big issue, if he has like 6 grubs or 5 even, he can become quite of a bit of a nuisance on the side lane. You know, you can just one-tap towers basically, and no one can really. I mean, technically Brand can answer, right, or even Inspire can answer it. He becomes quite scary. Let's say that way, and he will be able to get towers. You can already see Brand moving up now. Maokai is spotted bot lane. They are potentially looking for a dive here, but I don't even think they win that 2v3. With Orianna maybe. Orianna's also moving down.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, we are on the other side of the map, just getting the objective. And basically, even though it looked like a bit depressing, you lost some farm, you lost some HP on bot lane. Top lane, you will even trade Ignite for Flash, really interesting. Yeah, on bot lane, of course, for Henkindu and Under Nexus, it wasn't really fun to play, but they knew, hey, if we just chill here for a second, if we just absorb the pressure like a sponge, we will get the grubs on the other side of the map, and this means both teams have 3 grubs available right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
disconnected
want for Orianna.
Cerberus going. Maybe the shockwave is doing something. Meanwhile, finally, the passive was popped, but Ginkgo will spawn with just like almost half health. And this means he is fine for now. Diver, no more ultimate and no more flash. But of course, the Demacian Justice will come up again before Ginkgo will have his passive. The flash has around the same cooldown though.
Oh, nice little poke by Inspire. I want to see bot lane do something. I want to see them fight either dive bot lane or maybe they're gonna go for Drake now, so that's technically something, right? Not what I wanted, but it's something. Maokai will get spotted by a little ghost there. They
Thought
are
they even
setting up for
called.
this dragon.
Oh, hook connecting. Zogir might be in trouble again. Tempered Fate will connect here. So the roots will basically just pass by. Double flash here defensively from Henkindu and Under Nexus. But now Ginkgo's TP came through. Inspire is also here in the backline. Ginkgo just bouncing all around. And Tommy dying. He will be the 3rd kill of this match. And Diver, of course, cannot follow up. Henkindu might be in a bit of trouble here. And Bedron will have to flash out here. Cerberus with his cold blue flames also zoning off the opposition. Ginkgo has to go back as fast as possible to... Oh no! Celestial finding a deserved kill there though. Really well played, playing around the vision, getting the snipe from the bush, but it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, 1 for 1 in the end. And they get the dragon as well. Meantime, Garen though getting a lot of free time, not something you like to see. And yeah, imagine if they had grubbies now. That tower would have been long gone.
Yes.
Now it's at least... or they have grubbies, right? They have more grubbies.
I mean, they have
6
3.
grubbies. Exactly. But more
They
is
don't
always
have
better,
Kevins. You know, they don't have Kevins.
Exactly. But yeah, nice from Orianna finding the overstepping Henkindu a little bit. Getting a kill for herself. Had a very, very rough lane. I mean, you can see 23 farm lead for Inspire. Of course, getting that solo kill as well in the mid lane. Now everything is going to calm down a little bit until we wait. We wait for objectives to spawn. Herald will be coming up in 1 minute. I don't really like the new Herald that much. It's fun and cool and you can drive it, but it spawns after plates and it just doesn't feel as valuable anymore compared to what it was before. You know, before you had the 2 Heralds. Oh, actually, top lane. Ginkgo needs to be careful.
Nothing happening there.
You're back in the day you had, or back in the day, not so long ago.
Back then and later. I have to cut in there real quick because Henkindu will be hit by the Tempered Fate there, and this might as well turn real ugly real quick because we have 3 members of Artemis here. And goodbye, Henkindu. One more kill. Meanwhile, mid lane. No jungler there, but we do not really need the jungler. Finally, Cerberus showing up and just cutting off the way. But honestly, I felt like Inspire didn't even need his jungler there. It was only to make things quicker. It also means Cerberus can just walk bot lane. Now he has his Pyroclasm available, so he will just ult in there. He deals so much damage. He deals so much. It is unbelievable how much damage this Brand can deal. Solgear just trying to somehow sidestep this, but Inspire with the hail of arrows, just getting the kill there. And oh man, this is so good for Foxnyr.
Yeah, the Brand is now very, very strong. I mean, he was already very strong, but now he's even stronger. Getting a couple of assists, of course. Inspire getting most of those kills. Will be happily taking those. Will be close, actually. How close is he? Oh, actually, very close to having a second item completed. He has a 2k gold in his pockets right now. So we'll be able to go back and grab a lot of damage there. Now, Herald is up again. As I was trying to say before. This Herald feels a bit like the second Herald back then, right? Because the first Herald was always good because you could get plates with it. And the second Herald was always just there. It was always just, cool, and you take it if you can, but it was just there. And it feels like this Herald is a bit similar. You don't really care that much if the enemies get it. Neither do you care that much if you get it. It looks like Foxnyr will care enough to send 4 members up there. And Var is also heading in. Well, now we might see a 5v5 fist fight. This is what I like to see. Bard ult.
Okay, Tempered Fate will go in there and all the ults are flying, but nobody is dropping low from Foxnyr, and this means the kills will just drop. Celestial super low and 3 members now falling. Herald also went down to Cerberus. It went, oh man, the engage itself was really good, but you're just not in a position to do anything here. And this is absolutely dominant from Foxnyr. They are again on, let me say, they are on another level. That's just it.
Yeah, I mean...
Flash forward, Inspire. He wants to get one more. It looked kind of close, but it was not close enough, of course. Inspire knows what he's doing. And I want to talk to chat real quick, by the way. LizQ, of course, thank you for chatting. And yes, while Cerberus is doing great, we have to mention how basically everybody is just getting solo kills. Like, don't get me wrong, Cerberus is playing great, of course. But Inspire got a solo kill. Botlane, Henkindu, Odrexus, they got solo kills as well. Like, everybody is just on the top of their game. And, I mean, Ginkgo the only one not getting solo kills, but he's playing against the lane bully that... He wins the lane by literally just not dying and staying even in CS. And guess what? He is super even in CS.
Yeah, very, very true. I mean, yeah, like you said last game, we're kind of smacking them with our wallets right now at that Herald. And I always find it so funny to see when someone is driving that Herald. It feels so derpy. You see this Herald running and then whee, smacking a turret and a player flies out of it. I don't know. It always looks so derpy. I love it. But yeah, now Dragon also spawning will be the 3rd Drake for Foxnyr if they choose to one-tap this, and it seems like they will. Now Ginkgo needs to be a little bit careful here. 3 members hovering around the top lane, trying to go for a cross map. Bard and Zeri also running up. Might be a party up there.
Oh man, top lane is a party indeed, but it is a Zek. First of all, you cannot really dive the Zek. Second of all, yeah, if you dive him and get a kill, cool. The tank is behind now. Wow. That means he will still do exactly the same, he will just not last as long in a fight. You need to auto-attack him like 2 times less or something. It's just not really worth it. But then again, what do you even want to do? Like, honestly, if I'm like the shot caller for Artemis this game, even if I see everything, you cannot contest it. So maybe just taking away the topside camps and getting the timers is the best thing you can do here. I don't even know.
I mean, at this point, you kind of have to take what you can, right? I mean, bot lane you're not contesting. You're not contesting Drake. That's never going to happen. So yeah, taking the camps away topside, the best thing you can do at this point. Just try to get anything you really can. Luckily, the blue buff was not up yet, so Brand will still get the blue buff. I don't know what's wrong with my naming today. I had a Viego and a Yone in like the Fenrir games, right? And I was permanently calling Viego Yone and Yone Viego. For some reason, my brain was just all like mixed up. And now I'm calling freaking Brand Bard. I don't know, man. It's rough. Today's rough.
We have too many champions. We should get seasonal rosters at this point or something.
Oh, that would actually be pretty cool, I think. I mean, technically we have that with like metas, right? But people not playing meta kind of ruin it.
but then we have Varus mid lane, and we have Inspire haunting, but Solgear getting out there with the Tunnel of Destruction. No, but then we have like Syro jungle out of nowhere. Like, what is this?
No, I don't know, man. People ruining it. I mean, I love to see it. I love to see special picks. I'm always like a big fan of like weird picks myself, right? So I always enjoy seeing some special picks come out. I played the Poppy support a couple of games recently. Actually worked out pretty well. So, oh, actually, Brent kind of. No.
How dare you?
He walks away.
How dare you not let our King Cerberus go back to base? Aye. This will have consequences. It's a really cool sliding animation though, you saw that? From Bayon?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, Riot might not be good at making a game, but they're good at everything else, so that's something.
What do you even mean?
I'm kidding. Don't hate me, Riot.
Please don't cancel me right now. User is disconnected from your channel.
Yeah, Baron, I mean, nothing much Artemis can really do here. It drops super fast. You have the Kalista for the secure.
Yep, for the Sekiro, I agree.
Wait, mid lane? Nautilus stepping up.
Nope, nothing happening.
It's hard to commentary about this. I mean, they're just both teams. Foxnyr is playing super clean. Artemis is trying to get what they can, trying to find openings, but no, Foxnyr is just not letting them. Yeah, it's. Oh, Malka?
Maybe.
Malka, you okay?
This might look super dangerous. I mean, you have to try something, but that's not it, Chief. Zalgir, he will die as well. 2 kills for 0 so far. The hero minion. Yep, the hero minion there just saying, no, not one more. I will die for my team. Talking about dying. I mean, Diver is super tanky on Garen. No way that he just dies there, right? So he can run away. But, man, support and jungle duo just got deleted from existence. And this means Enkinto is free to auto-attack this turret, whittle away at it with the Baron minions. And, by the way, in 1 minute, we have Mountain Dragon up. And this is Soul Point already. So, super dominant again from our Foxnyr boys.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised. You know, everyone's in a Bard ult, and all of a sudden, like this red dot just yeets out of it, and then Nautilus appears. Like a Pokeball got thrown out somehow, and he just flashes onto...
Pell. It's called Pels now, bro.
It's Pels now. Oh, my bad. But he just comes flying out, flashes forward, gets the kill. I was a bit surprised about that. Yeah, Maokai, I don't know what happened there. It looked like he had a DC or something. He kind of stepped up a little bit too far into a Nautilus's hands, which is never something you really, I mean, Nautilus is scary.
I can imagine the comms here for Artemis. They being like, guys, we have to do something. Yeah, but we cannot do anything. But, if we just don't do anything, we lose. So, yeah, might as well try some. You can't blame them, right? I mean, it looked really bad, but might as well take the 1% chance play instead of just not doing anything and just dying. And, yeah, just waiting for Foxnyr to mess up. Because I can tell you one thing, Moxie. This Foxnyr lineup, the chance for them to mess up is really, really low.
True. I think the only times they really mess up is when they are having too much fun. That has happened a couple of times. With this game, I don't know, it seems like they can have as much fun as they want and nothing much will happen now, though.
Yeah, Tempered Fate was used, also Wild Growth. Dragon is dropping low. Inspire is going to get the kill here and dropping super low. He will not fall. Double kill for Inspire. Now the front line is also doing a lot of work here. Blue team has smacked Mountain Dragon to death. That means soul for them, 3 shields. And this is just a game, ladies and gentlemen. All the players have to be praised here. I love this Foxnyr squad. This series was a definitive statement.
Yeah, I mean, they had a little bit of a hiccup last week, right? Against not last week, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Against
SK Avarosa.
Even there, I mean,
virtual high five, please, for saying it synchronized.
yeah. But even there, you know, it was more of a Yorick thing. I feel like they just didn't have an answer to that last time around. In this case, something like that is just not around. There's nothing really. Maokai almost following the Zack there that would have spelled his demise. Nautilus actually managed to get back somehow. It's always nice to see. But the game is not over yet, at least.
Back to base. I was a bit worried for the sapling to go like Kavabunga and exploding in his face and not letting him go back to base.
I would have been more scared for the Maokai. They're not gonna lie. If they get cancelled, then he just dies.
I mean, Maokai had his team up and it was only one Foxnyr member, so that's the reason why. But yeah, anyways, now, I mean, I talked about this entire thing like it's almost over. And let's be honest here, it kinda is already over. You really need to completely screw up like what 3 times or something in this game for it to lose. And talking about screwing up, Tommy wants to take Zerberus jungle, and of course that is a sin that will be punished. Zerberus just taking his free kill here.
Yeah,
and not much coming out of it.
I mean, this is just really, really hard.
What are you, by the way?
What am I? Or what are you?
Cryptobloom. Cryptbloom.
Yeah, it's like when you get a kill, everyone heals. There's like this little heal field. It's really cool.
I think I've never seen that item. But I mean, it helps your teammates. Why would I ever see or build that? Let's be honest here.
It actually gets built quite a lot in LEC as well, so it's actually pretty cool. Like if Brand gets a kill, then everyone like heals around him. It's like a vision plan, but then, you know.
Yeah, it is just a new pen item, right? I feel like. Okay, trying something, getting a beautiful shockwave there. If there is a chance to come back, this is his shutdown for a diver. But meanwhile, the damage is just not there. Henkindu, beautiful positioning there and beautiful kiting. The engage was good. The gold lead denied everything that you can do with the beautiful engage. Beautiful engage, like props to Artemis. But it is too little too late to come back from a deficit like that. And this means this is the game. This means 2-0. Foxnyr is 5-1 now in this split. Absolutely amazing. I love to see it. Now finish the Nexus. I'm done talking here. Come on, stop trolling around, guys. Stop trolling around. Beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, what can say? Very, very nicely played by the boys there. Very, very clean and dominant game number 2.
Good game.
Solo
good
kills. Game. Yeah, it was exciting to watch. Do we know anything about the interview, by the way?
I asked 5 minutes ago, and I have not got a reply since. I think we give them like 1 more minute, and then.
Yes.
Oh no, we get something. We can choose.
We get something.
Yeah, we get
choose.
something.
Ooh.
Yeah, we can choose.
We can choose as in which player, or we can choose.
Yeah,
if
I
we
have
do an interview.
I have already chosen.
Oh, yeah, already chose. Okay. Don't tell me though. I want to be surprised.
You want to be surprised? Yeah.
To be surprised, yeah.
So that means I am slowly but surely setting everything up for the interview, and
Meantime, we dance. Actually, we drink. Drinking is important, guys. Don't forget to drink. I have iced tea here. I know it's not the healthiest, but don't forget to drink.
Don't forget to drink, you say.
No, stay hydrated. Even though I know iced tea is not the healthiest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, good game. Number 2, of course, I missed most of game number 1, but it was, you know, exciting to watch at least number 2.
No, I can't move
Now
people. No.
You can't move people. Who do you? Okay, shit. Then you need to tell me who.
Yeah, that's
Who
the
am I
thing.
moving?
I cannot surprise you. No.
Who am I
It's
moving?
going to be the top laner Ginkgo.
Mr. Geek. All right. Can I move him in? Now?
You can move him in. No
Alright, let's
excuses.
Go. Oh, hello.
Hello, guys.
Hello. How are you doing, kind sir?
I'm doing great actually. You know, just 1v9 both games. You know, I was performing the entire time. Never struggled. Got counterpicked. Still the best. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
You're saying it, my friend. It does not matter if you get counterpicked. So oh wait, now it looks funny. Wait, I have to
What the
fix
hell
this
happened
real
here?
quick. Yeah, what the hell happened?
What happened?
Here? What happened? Okay, now Ginkgo is the cat now. He doesn't have a
Okay,
cam.
guys. Okay, what is this? Okay, now. Well, okay, what is this now? Hello?
Hello, you are the cat. What do you mean? You were the support. You were the Yumi of this series for me. You know?
No. Stop. I was not the Yumi. I was the 1v9. I solo killed, as you saw, the enemy top laner. I solo killed him like 50 times. Yeah, just insane performance.
I haven't seen that. I was too busy seeing everybody else solo kill their enemies.
Okay,
but,
well, I can't help the fact that you were not watching the game. In my game, I had 50 kills. But yeah.
Fair.
Perfect, man. But yeah, I hear you are pretty hyped, man. I think after a 2-0, you feel like you can beat anyone in your group right now, right?
No, of course. Yesterday we scrimmed against the top laner. I won every time. I didn't lose lane once. My total KDA was 0 kills and 15 deaths. But that happens. We didn't lose a single game. As you can see, I am the main man of this team. And yeah, they really need me. I'm the most necessary part of the entire team.
Oh man, I actually want to talk about something that is maybe a bit of a letdown, but also a shimmer of hope, you know? Because, of course, winning everything so far is great. The only time you have lost was against the Yorick, so...
Nah, listen. My support is one of the most clueless players. He engages when we see nothing. I can't help that. I can't play for him. If I could play with 5 people of my own, I would. But I can't help the fact that my support is clueless and engages. So yeah, I win traded that game. I decided we don't deserve to win it after that, and yeah, I just let Yorick end the game. It happened.
I see. So it was all planned, actually.
Yeah, of course. It's
okay.
To keep the league exciting.
So that means, are you the one writing the script for this group?
I'll be honest, I've won 0 lanes so far. So yeah, I am the one writing the script. I have obviously we've lost only 1 game. I've been a part of 0 of those wins. I'll be honest, and I was a part of the lose actually. You see the Yorick 1v9, but it happens. It happens. It's a part of the journey. It's about sending a message.
Azzy.
True.
Perfect. So, I mean, since you are super hyped right now, do you play with voices on?
With what?
Voices, you know, champion voices in game.
Ah, of course. Nah, don't do this. No, stop. No, I'm not meowing.
Can you
We're not
believe me?
doing this. No, stop this.
No, but like, what do you think about? Do you ever pick a champion because of the vibe he gives you? Because I really felt like you were Zac in that last game. You were just jumping around, creating a mess for your opponents. You know, I really felt like, man, he is the Zac right now. He's feeling it. You know what I mean?
Of course. My mom always told me to pick up people my own size, so I obviously I'm one with my champion.
Oh man, it's already your favorite Zac quote, I would guess.
Of course. I have it on repeat. I actually have Zac voice lines in the background playing.
Amazing,
No music, just that.
Of course.
Party time! Yeah, stuff like that. Perfect. So yeah, dude, we see a lot of confidence. Do you think you will win trade another game, or do you think you will just win every game from now on? What do you think?
Honestly, it depends. My team's starting to get an ego. I'll have to keep them in check. You see, being the team captain, I'm the one that bans. I'm the one that picks. I'm in control of everything. So if they decide to piss me off, that's GG, to be honest. It'll be a very short season, and we will relegate, as a matter of fact. We will go down to Division 5 again. So they better be careful. They better tread carefully.
Oh man, I gotta be honest here with you. As long as you are playing playoffs and I can cast some banger games, I am happy. So whatever you do, just get top 2 or like bottom 2. Just don't stay in the middle. The rest for me is fine, you know. I want to have some hype matches.
I can promise you, I will follow through on that. I can promise you. Bottom 2 or top 2, deal.
Perfect. And I mean, if the rest of the team is playing as well as they were today, it is top 2 for sure, right?
No, stop. We saw the Yorick game. We saw what our support is capable of. Okay, that guy's the most coin flip player in this entire division, and he has no idea what he's doing. He just sees an enemy and goes in. So we're in a bit of a trouble, but it's fine.
Oh man, absolutely
Sounds like
amazing.
me. Sounds like me.
Yeah, I was like Moxie talking about clueless supports. What do you want to ask?
I like flipping coins, man. I like just going in. I feel Mr. Undernexus here.
Dog
I
shit
love
support.
No.
Ginko, are there any shout-outs you want to do? Anything you want to say to us, to the chat, to your fans, to your family watching? You know, then it is the time right now.
Of course, I want to shout out my Aatrox pick yesterday. 1v9'd on it, of course. I want to shout out my Gragas, the best Gragas on the server. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm the carry of the team.
So, if real life was an anime, are you the protagonist then?
Let's stop asking personal questions now. Hello, what is this? Of course.
Are we all NPCs in your simulation? That is the question here.
100%, 100%.
Oh man,
You'll
yeah.
see. Next time, I'll have, depending on how my support acts, I'll have better KDA.
Perfect. So yeah, talking about next time, is the next date still the default? I think in 1 week, right?
Probably. I think. I don't know. It might get rescheduled. It depends. We'll see.
It depends. So guys, if you want to see him win trades or 1v9, depends on his mood, be sure to follow Foxnyr on Twitter, on Insta, you know, all the socials you see in the next slice. And Ginko, so many thanks to you for that awesome interview. You're my favorite cat. And
Okay, stop this now. Okay, no. What is this now? I'm not a cat. Hello, stop. No. I'm not agreeing to this.
You're not agreeing to this. Well, it doesn't matter. You are my favorite cat. I will pet you once I see you in real life.
I'm
and
win
give you
trading
some
next
treats.
game. I'm win trading. Whatever.
Yes! There we go. Oh man.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to win trade. You have to make the game as long as possible. So my throat starts to hurt while casting. That would be the play if you want to annoy me. You know.
Deal.
That's the thing. What would you pick for that? Like Vayne top lane and just six items?
I'll probably just first time something. Aatrox, Gragas. Never played those champs before, so I'll just pick them.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Or you could go Yumi, like 80 Yumi.
Okay, stop with these cat jokes. No, I'm not going Yumi. Hello.
Didn't Wonder play it once? I think.
I don't care. Wait, who's Wonder?
Who's Wonder? Yeah, I wonder as well who Wonder is. But yeah, guys. In this case, thank you so much for the interview, and of course to you guys at home watching. Big shout outs and hearts to you. You can see the socials down there, and again, make sure to follow. Of course, also me, Moxie, and the org and everything, and have a great remainder of the weekend. See you at the next match date. Bye bye.
Bye.
But you always lying, you're unashamed. I know why you're hiding, you always win. You're so going to everywhere, but I know you're not husband, baby, never closer. And I say the truth,